Okay, hearing none. Just kidding, Stanley.
I just want to say that, and I guess I'll kind of speak for Whitley County concerned citizens. Thank you for a long, tough year in parts of it, but at the same time for a lot of hard work for generating what we have seen as some real terrific results. And I'm not sort of on the sly referring only to wind. I'm talking about across the board. We've come to a lot of these meetings and we watch you apply wisdom and deliberation and really, I think, make some very good decisions under some tough situations. And we want to thank you for that at this time of the year, and also say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, appreciate it. I will say, and I want to belabor the wind energy at all, but it's, you know, I still watch Wind Watch, you know, almost every day, and now the folks down in Tipton County, you know, a segment of them, you know, now we don't want any more towers. Well, you know what? You should have been there. You should have been there earlier. You shouldn't have. These things shouldn't have ever escalated. How do you stop one project now after you've allowed others? I think that would be a very tough thing to do. So we appreciate everything you guys did, bringing stuff to our attention. It was up to us to make the decision. I understand that, but we thank you. Wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday season as well.
Thank you.
Anyone else? If not, I entertain motion to approve the claims. I'm sorry, I meant minutes, and we have two different minute segments here. Let's start with the December 3rd County Commissioner meeting.
I also move we approve them.
I'd second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. I would like to say, in the matter of rezoning, we did put a little article in the Busco paper and got at least one. I don't know the total end results because we directed everyone to Dave Sewell, but I know there was at least one person who expressed some interest in serving on that particular board. All right, the next matter then is the continued meeting on December 5th, in which we discussed the CEDIT plan. And, so if you all have any thoughts on that.
This December 5th one?
On the December 5th one?
Yeah, I would so move. I can't remember the totals. I'm gonna take the
Well, I would hope, Jen, did
That's what I did. I took the totals for the
Oh,
meeting.
I was gonna say, they should, okay, just give me a microsecond, because honestly, they should, 1,563, 5,677, 75% would be 1,172, that was a mistake on my part right there. 172, 652, and 58, we're off by 58 cents, sir. I apologize.
Can make that up.
Okay.
I would
Wait,
so
but if
move.
we're over, can I
Yes,
keep it?
yes.
Okay.
I would so move that they be accepted.
I'd second that.
Opposed to second discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Claims, I think George took care of that for us this time.
Yeah, most everything looked legitimate, everything looked good. Still had some questions with the sheriff's department on their IT contract. And I think Tom had a few things he wanted to go through there.
I asked George in the Pinnacle seating for the sheriff's department, but that's it's on page 1 of 3,900, but that was for 3 chairs, and they were heavy-duty chairs.
Oh, I think I know where those went.
Yeah, Okay,
okay?
no further discussion.
But you still have to sit in them correctly, sir.
Right, I know.
For them to be safe.
The other on page 3, but I asked George about this, but I guess our dues have increased to the county association, $1,400 now, so he cleared that up for me. I couldn't find a copy of the new occupational health people. Do we pay them prior to next year? Because it says January 2000, this is on page 5. January, about fourth of the way down through, January 2013, inmate healthcare. That's our monthly due, but we're paying them for next month. For end
Well,
of
wait, I'm thinking, now who are we,
This is the.
is that the
Q-
new
Mhm.
people?
The jail,
That's the
yeah.
new people, okay.
And we entered in that contract starting right away because we were
That's
doing
right,
the
that's right,
extension.
that's right, that's where I got the 8,000 from. I'm
Mhm.
thinking, oh my gosh, are we still paying those? Okay, okay.
So that's.
So the question is,
Okay.
are we paying ahead or are we paying for services? I
I'd
don't-
say we're paying ahead, a month ahead,
Yeah, all right.
because we started, remember, their thing stopped August, so every 30 days you and I were signing to keep the old.
Oh, you know, I know,
on
I know, I
board.
know, yeah, thank goodness. We must have gotten that canceled?
I'm hoping so.
Well, I
They
wasn't in
right
on
away.
it, so I hope so too.
Well, anyway, it's
Yeah.
legit.
Thank you.
The only other one I had was on page 12. Pet supplies plus dog food, almost $600. I would like to know, we have 2 dogs, canines, what we feed.
I'm sure it's the very best you can get. Science diet or something.
So the next time they turn that in, see if there's a bill where it's purchased, what, you know, I don't mind them, I know the dogs have to be healthy, but good.
All it was dog food, it didn't say, it
Really?
didn't break it down.
It didn't say
Ooh.
like 2 months supply, 3
No, it
months
didn't
supply,
say.
a week supply.
You mean, we go
Christmas
to a
presents.
conference and we turn in a statement to you saying, we
Yeah.
had scrambled eggs, bacon and toast itemized for a total, but you let the dog slip by
It
with
just
just
says
a
dog
statement?
food. Just says dog food.
Well, all I'm gonna say is human
Food.
food.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
And
Jerry.
darn good at that.
Well, mine for the conference was $28.88 and the dog food was $607.
That's right.
$5.59.80, don't make it worse than it was.
Those are the questions I have.
Now, we have a donation fund for that, or, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Not that it's not worth looking at, but, okay. George, you have anything else?
That was it for me.
Okay, then
I
I'll
would
make
so
motion.
move that they be approved as printed.
I'll second.
All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. The natural gas bids, I'm really confused. I thought we were gonna discuss them, but when I got them out today, Pro Alliance, which is the company that AIC is with, he has it at $5 a therm, and yeah, that's not right. Everybody else is at like 0.0499. We just got the new one in from Border, and it's 0.0499. So I have to figure out what he's talking about.
The zero or decimal wrong.
That's what I'm thinking, so, then I would like to try to finish up with the CEDIT plan if you are so inclined to do so. You have in front of you the 4th draft, which is the results of our meeting on December the 5th. We have been requested by Brandon to add a project, which if we added it would be number 13, my most unfavorite number in the entire world. But to add a project to assist with bridge number 10 in the amount of $100,000. We have some discussion on that.
I want to back up because I want to make sure, we're going to table till you get further for the natural gas bids. Can I just
Yeah,
say tables?
yeah, because I have to figure out what that really, how much really are you talking about per
Okay.
therm, so. Mhm.
Okay, go on, see this, I'm sorry.
Yep, that's fine.
So we have amount available for the projects in 2013 is, and that's just for 2013, the 182,903, or is that?
That's right, sir. That's right. Yeah, as you can see in 14, because we haven't really, we didn't put much emphasis on 14. I think 13 is what we have to emphasize right now, so.
I don't
So-
think we even have to show that we're gonna use 75% of 14, I don't remember that from the prior one, so if you wanna think about that, you can take that out of
Okay.
there.
I guess my question is it something that we're just going to dump into that account, or will you use that as needed?
That's up to you. I can use it towards that bridge.
So we're looking at the $100,000 would be going for bridge number 10 to assist in payment of the $250,000 for bridge 10.
I mean, if you want my request to be for a specific project, that is the only specific project that I'm prepared to propose you fund at this time. Next summer, I will be replacing multiple culverts, but I'm not prepared at this time to give you a list of those structures. I mean, if you want to fund those individually or revisit a plan when I get closer to that point, that, you know, that's up to you. I just don't want to get in a situation where, you know,
We sort of have a precedence where we give the county highway money, and then they have to turn in bills that add up to that. That's the only way we can do it.
That's
I'm going around the barn twice here to get to the house. My preference, quite frankly, is that we say, no, we're gonna dedicate $100,000 to bridge number 10 to assist in the replacement of that. That would be me, but I think it's less fluffy, and I think the taxpayers could understand better if we actually had a project that we could put our hands on, touch, drive over, or whatever, so. That's just me.
I guess that's been my whole problem with this, is I just don't want to say, okay, we have $100,000 here, we just want to dump into the Hume Bridge. I would rather have, you know, are we gonna put it towards a project? I don't want to just have it sitting there if we need it. Sure. I guess.
When, and let me just say when, if I could find number 3, I got it right here. That's the way we had originally put it right there. Assistance for the replacement of Bridge 10. And it is edit to assist the Cume Bridge Fund, and I guess I thought for that project. I don't, otherwise it just becomes part of an operating balance, and that's not what I'm really thinking we want to do. I mean, if we say we need money for a bridge, then we should use the money for the bridge, for that bridge. Or not use it.
and that bridge will be over 200,000. I mean, it's like 214 just for the bridge, and then I'll have approach work beyond that, so.
Die for lack of a motion? Okay.
I guess my thought is I would rather use it for, you know, that is, again, what CEDIT funds are for, is to help with economic development. And, you know, bridges are a part of economic development as far as the transportation system. So, and, you know, the funds are available. I'd make a motion that we use those funds, $100,000 of those funds for Bridge 10.
I'll second with a discussion through, Mr.
Please, discussion.
What would be the end result if we put it, you say this is a one-time ask, right? Now, wait, don't stutter on me. You told me a little while
I'm
ago
not
this is
sure I
a
heard that.
one-time.
But I'm
You're sounding
assuming,
like Washington DC,
I'm
Brian.
assuming that the council is gonna help
Yeah,
that
all
fund
right.
out in 2013 and adjust the rates so that we can get our revenue back where in line where it should be. So that's my only, you know.
And I will say that I have sat in on those discussions with the council, and it really is their intention, right now, it's their intention to, not just that one, but Hume Capital. They really want to look at those, and we said that you better start looking at them in March. Don't wait till budget time to look at them. Look at them in March. I think in both cases, August 1st is the deadline anyway, right?
It is, and that's what happened last year when we got to the budget.
Sure it
to
is, yeah,
doing
that's
this.
what happened. We got,
We got into July
Yep.
and we ran out of time because
Yep.
it's August 1st deadline, when I think if they would have known, so we
you have
put it
to
in the
advertise it
plan.
and everything, we just ran out of time last year, so we said this year, if you but it was the council who said, we probably should go back and revisit that,
And they're both cited for March. I have them on my calendar for the March meeting to reestablish both of them, Cume Cap and Cume Bridge.
And so to answer your question, Tom, yes, I did say I'm asking for this for a one time, but I'd like to reserve the right to at least request that if something falls through, that at least allow me to present, you know, my case. Because, I mean, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, that's 5 years at $135,000 revenue that we have lost since the reassessment for that fund. And I'm asking for, you know, a fraction of that for now. And, I mean, I don't want to come back, and I don't like coming and asking for money, but when I, at budget time, realized what we had lost, I'm just trying to recoup some of that loss is all.
Well, very quick, and to finish my question, how big of a pinch would it be if we put that $100,000 in the 2014 kitty for Bridge 10?
Well, Bridge 10 is going to be done
Okay,
come
so you're
spring.
gonna do it come H or high water.
Well, I mean, yeah, by our plan that we've gone through, you know, every other year, I bring a plan, and that I will bring you a revised plan.
So
First
will
part
it
of
pinch you
2013.
hard or no?
It will hurt. Well,
Well, you know, I know, and it doesn't look much different, but we'll have a little bit more, like 50 or 55,000 more in 14 and 13. And if we put another 100,000 in, we're down around 80,000 left to see, right?
Of the 75%.
Yeah.
up to
We got-
75, so there's still 25% that you're not
Right, and we got some,
committing anything.
Yeah, we're not going bankrupt,
Yeah.
but.
No, well, and, you know, I'm not bankrupt either, not yet. And, you know, I will be getting second disbursement in 2012. It's just, I mean, I'll just,
but even reestablishing the Cume Bridge thing, you won't get that funds until
July of 14.
July 14.
14,
I'm
right.
just telling you.
I know.
Even, I mean, we might be able to forecast a little bit better after reestablishing, but you won't get it till July.
Well, and even, I mean, and I haven't had or made the time to, I mean, I could analyze this to death, you know. I could throw several different options of plans to you. But I'm just thinking that even 100,000, I'm gonna have to rethink my plan for, usually the way we do it, 2 bridges a year, one's the very beginning of the year, one's the very end of the year. And so it's like we do 2 in a row basically, one at the end of the year, one at the first of the year.